Runk.
Hey, welcome to episode 389 of Congratulations.
Crazy.
Dude, I actually wasn't sure with how dumb everyone was getting, but I figured out how dumb everyone was getting. I see this thing about the House of Dragon actor Fabian Frankel. First of all, Fabian Frankel. So I get why they think he's a real character, because if that's the actor's name, Fabian Frankel, that would be a name in that, like, you know, it would actually be a name in the House of Dragons. We need to speak to Fabian Frankel. But I have a thing where it's like, don't have a name with two of the same first letters, first and last name. And he plays Kristen Cole, which is CC. So he's typecast with he's FF and then CC. But anyway, apparently he's so good at his job, House of Dragons season 2, and like I get this. I didn't know that people could actually be that dumb to really think like not that they think that this is a real guy. Like, I know they don't think that. I know they don't think that he's really out there flying on dragons. And I mean, look, maybe completely bonkers people do, but people have been harassing him online that he had to limit comments on his recent posts because of how, and look, it's an actual in a way a compliment because he's that good, I guess. I don't know. But it's weird. People are just, I hate you on his comments. Man, I hope someone jumps this guy, Inciting violence. I hate you, Kristen. Dude, if this was happening to me, I would go nut. I would have to never go online ever again. Where were you when heir to the throne was murdered? Like, hey, in my trailer. Dude, where was I? At craft service putting spread on my bagel. I knew we were dumb, but dude, this is just one of those, come on, guys. Come on. Like, imagine, because that's the other thing too. This is how you know the internet isn't real. It's like you see this guy out. Nobody's going to be like, there he is, dude. There's that guy. Oh, he's not wearing his armor. Oh, lucky us. Let's go kick his ass right now. Hey, where's your dragon? Well, hold on. His dragon might be close by. Hey, dude, what's up, man? Hey, buddy, what's up? Oh, look who it is. Where were you? I hate you. How'd you go from being the most liked character and becoming the worst character in GOT history? Huh? And, sorry, I'm not actually Kristen Cole. I'm Fabian Frankel. Good enough. You still have the same first two letters in we don't like that. My favorite comment is, I hate you, Kristen. Also, Kristen, Kriston, Gotta always be different, these shows. But anyway, that's where we're at. And everyone's talking about the debate, but honestly, that's where we're at. This should be the thing that CNN is covering. This should be the thing that Fox News is covering. We saw the debate, and it was, was what it was. I know it's the thing everyone's talking about. I just don't even. It's all so wild and sad. It's actually sad because he's going to be 86, or he's 82, right? And the other one is 78, I think. How about this? They're both just too old. There should be a cap on presidency. There should be there's an age limit 35. Why isn't there an age limit 70? Why is it? What is it? All these these people are just going to be. You shouldn't be able to do your thing until you die. There has to be, dude, when movies end, they don't end at the end of the conflict. There's a denouement. Okay? There's a denouement in life. You can't just be dude, if you're, pass that bill. Yeah, I vote for that bill. Ooh, that's wrong. You shouldn't be able to do your job up until you die. The only thing you should be doing up until you die is breathing. There should always be faculty testing for everyone. Throw a ball at him. Can he catch it? Nope. He's out. Whoever it is. I don't care. If you're the president or an Uber driver, you're out. Oh, he fumbled it? You're out. You get one more chance. Pick it up. Can you do that? Nope. You're out. Did he pick it up? All right, we'll give him another year. Right? But it's like, look, there's been presidents that have been sick in the past, and also people have been, the public it's been covered up for the public, for the American people, so we don't know. Yeah, okay, that's fine, but also do a better job then. Do a better job. If I'm not going to know, I'm not going to know. I'm not going to secretly know in the back of my mind, what's going on here? Dude, make me not know. Put out a dude in an actual make Tom Cruise with his don't. Have him be Biden. It's all sad, dude, because it's not even his fault. It's like people are giving him such, they're hating on him, and it's like, this guy's just getting old. It's all gonna happen to all of us, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a wild thing, and I don't get political on this podcast too much because I want to talk about bacon and pants, but it's just wild, dude. Last episode was pretty fun, actually. I really felt like I was spiraling, but it was actually really nice. I got a lot of good response on it. I don't look at the comments too much, but I got a lot of good response on my last episode here, and congratulations. So. Operation Do It to Him in full effect. I did a show last night at the Laugh Factory. Had fun. It's cool because I was the guest, special guest, and there were a bunch of people on the show. Matt Rife, Amir K, just killers, right? Denny was on it. Denny Love, who comes with me on the road. Eliza, and others. And it was sold out, and they all killed. And I had to go. I said, just put me last. I don't care. So I went last, because comics are always like, especially if they got egos, they're like, I want to go second, I want to go third, I want to go first, I want to go whatever. And I don't even really care that much. Plus, I like when things are hard for me. So it's like, just put me up at the end. And I did, and I'm happy with my set. So yes, dude, I'm happy with my set because they weren't my fans necessarily, and it worked out. Yes, dude, and I went last, which is the hard spot. Yes, dude. I win in my head, and so anyway, we're all battling a war in our heads, and that was what was in my head last night. So it's all good, and got back late because I was the last one up, and it was a late show. Got back late, and at 1 a.m., I put this on my Instagram story. But my wife was like, at 1 a.m., she texts me from the bedroom, and I'm downstairs watching World's Worst Roommate. What's that new thing on Netflix? World's Worst Roommate, whatever. Roommate from Hell. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. They've made 9 different shows like it, and it's always good. And you turn it on, and you're just immediately sucked in. You know what I mean? You're just immediately like, oh, well, wait a minute. Like they'll turn it on, it'll go, dong, and then it'll just go the music, or it'll start with something. And that was why, she was trying to kill me and take my son. And you're like, wait a minute. Nightmare Roommate, whatever the hell it is. World's Worst Roommate. World's Worst Roommate. And worst roommate ever is what it is. Right? Wow, okay. Worst roommate ever. World War Roommate. And so, I turn it on, and I am straight up sucked, right? Like I'm watching it and I'm just getting sucked. Not sexual, sucked in. I'm just watching World's Worst Roommate and it's sucking me, all right? And I go, what makes this better? And immediately think Cheerios. Now I'm pissed because I don't think we have Cheerios. So I go, this is my head. Cheerios. My fucking son of a bitch. This is me. Oh, hell yeah. World's Worst Roommate? Ba-thong. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Wait, you know what's going to make this better? Cheerios. God damn it. We don't have Cheerios. Well, I'll check. I'll throw a Hail Mary. Maybe we have Cheerios. I went into the cupboard, had Honey-O's. Even better. Had Honey-O's from Trader Joe's. So I go, oh, what a delightful surprise. So I poured 1 bowl, 2 bowl, 3 bowl, 4 bowls of Honey-O's. Dude, I'm watching World's Worst Roommate, eating Honey-O's, 4 bowls, whole milk, dude. Whole milk, all right? Get out of here with the skim. Get out of here with the almond. Get out of here with the oat. Whole milk or die, okay? And I'm eating it, dude. And I'm watching it. And I'm by myself. I get the lights how I want it. I get the volume how I want it. I turn the heat on. Hey, it was 80 degrees. And I loved, and I was just straight up chilling. I was like a pig in shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I go, shoo, text, huh? 1 a.m. I look, my wife upstairs in the bedroom, slazy. But I look at it. By the way, we have to take Calvin to the dentist tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Now, I am not a guy who wakes up at any, dude, I sleep, you know what, I sleep as long as I can. I need at least 10 or 11 hours. If I don't get it, that's fine, but I want it. All right? So if I got to get up at 9:30 to go take him to the dentist at 10:30, I actually, the first thought was, wow, I got to get up early. Okay, well, I wish I knew that sooner. Maybe I would have went to bed earlier. And then I go, No, look, let me just start off. I know that that's not early. I get it. But for me, it is, okay? I got home at 1 a.m. I'm trying to watch World's Worst Roommate, eat 4 bowls. I got 4 bowls of Honey-O's to eat, you know? And so I'm watching the show, and I go, oh, fuck, I got to wake up. And then I go, oh, actually, that's going to be so fun to take him to the dentist. And then I think, wait a minute. That's weird. I think it's going to be fun to take him to the dentist. That's funny because most people don't like going to the dentist. And I said, well, if I was going to the dentist, I probably wouldn't want to go. And then I go, well, I don't actually mind going to the dentist. But if I had to go at 10:30, it would bother me. I'd like to go to the dentist at 2. And then I say, well, oh, man, isn't it interesting? Like if this was 6 years ago, before I had any kids, and if somebody had, because I wouldn't, made me an appointment for a dentist office, or sometimes you get cocky, you know, and you're at the dentist office and they're like, you're going to need a checkup in 6 months. You want to book it now? And you're like, yeah, sure. And they're like, all right, when? You say, I don't know, what 6 months from now? They say December. And you say, all right, what do you have open? And they're like, you want to do December 12th, 8:30 a.m.? And you're like, yeah, actually. 6 months away. I could become a whole different person by then. Yeah. And then December 11th comes and you go, how come I don't know myself, dude? Well, look at how dumb I betrayed myself, you know? And as December comes, it's always in the back of your head, you know, maybe not in June, July, August, but you're like, I got that dentist appointment at 8:30 a.m. I got to really buckle down and start turning into a different person because by December 12th, I need to be up and at 'em by 8 because there's going to be traffic and then I need to be in that chair, face up, mouth open by 8. This is going to, right? So you do that. You get cocky. So I've done that before where I've made an early appointment and I go, I wake up and I go, I wake up, dude, this is me waking up the day of. Bing! Fucking son of a bitch, dude. Maybe I won't go. Fuck it, it's my teeth, you know what I mean? Just, I start the day bad. Okay? So, I'm taken back aback by this because I'm like, wow, I'm actually excited now to wake up and go to the dentist because I get to be with Calvin and help him because I think he's a little bit scared. Now, I still in the back of my head go like this. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. This morning, dude, I do this thing where I play a game in my mind. I go to bed. When I go to bed, I go and there's something that I need to wake up for. Yo, how am I this crazy? If there's something I need to wake up for, but it's not for me, okay? Specifically, selfishly for me. Like, if I don't have to wake up to go do this podcast or that podcast or another meeting or whatever it is, for me, only me, okay? And my wife is in charge of it or something, I share a bed with her. So in my head, I have this thing, and I have to admit this, and I don't even want to. And I've never admitted this out loud. I don't set my alarm because I go like this. I hope she said it. I hope she said it. Otherwise, guess what? We're fucked tomorrow. And I go, like, I'm only hurting myself. But I literally think, like, hope she set the alarm. Not going to check. Not going to set mine. Hey, we'll see. Hey, she thinks we're going to the dentist at 10:30. Okay, we'll see. I want to go, but we'll see. I can't wait to stick it to her and be like, well, you didn't set your alarm. I do that, dude. I do that. Okay? I admit I do that. And so, sure enough, you know, at whatever time it is, I go to look at the time, and it's 9:30 something, so she hit the alarm. You know, our kids sleep late, by the way. Billy and Calvin sleep till, honestly, 9:30 or 10, okay? It's awesome. We've orchestrated that way. You can do what you want when you're parents. So I get up and I'm like, I'm tired. And I say, but it's going to be fun at the dentist's office. So I get up and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Take him to the dentist's office. And he was like, we want to go. He was like, he was like, are you both going to come? And I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm going to go. And then Kristen was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to go. And he's like, yeah, can you both come with me? And I was like, whatever, I'll take him if you want. But we both went. And dude, it was so cute. Now, I've already taken him to the dentist. And, well, I just got insecure a little bit that I'm telling this story for too long because I know but you know what, dude, I don't care. I hope you're bored. Fuck it. And, I just like, I took him to the dentist and he had to get x-rays. Oh, dude, it was cute. And he was, and she was like, you guys got to stand on the other side of the wall so he couldn't see us. So I knew he was doing this thing that where she was doing the x-ray in his mouth and he was doing like this, pushing away because she was like, keep your hands down, you know. I heard him. And then I looked over and he was crying and I'm like, oh man, buddy, it's all right. I'm right on the opposite side of this wall. And he's got a chipped tooth and he's got a dead tooth because he fucking keeps bonking his face. So anyway, but it's going to be okay and it's all good. And he did it. And so I'm very proud of him. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. Nothing is more fulfilling than being a dad. It's so crazy. It is so weird. I used to think I had it. Like I used to be like my career is very fulfilling. I love going on stage and like doing well and like figuring bits out and making people laugh and doing this podcast and, you know, even designing new merch and stuff. I like to do it and it's rewarding. But like, man, like it doesn't even count when it comes to being a dad. Hey, yes, dude, he figured out the secret of life. What is it? But he figured it out, but what is it? I don't know. I bet LeBron James must feel fucking amazing, dude, because his kid it got drafted by the LA Lakers. Dude, is he gonna be playing with his kid now? Forget it, dude. Honestly, fuck, that's the most bury me a G shit of all time, man. Hey, I'm gonna be so goated that I'm gonna have my son grow up, be goated, and play in the same time period as me, goated, and also on the same team, goated, and then also in the same game, goated. Now, is Brawny, which is what they call him, I don't know if that's why do they call him Brawny? Brawny, what's his real name? Brawny James. Okay. Anyway, Bronny Wahlberg. And so LeBron, his name is LeBron. So conceded. And so I always think it's weird when you name it. Like I named my second son William, and my dad's name is William. If I named him Chris, it's crazy. And so, hey, dude, you're already Chris. George Foreman named all of his kids George. Weird. Hey, dude, gonna have so many complexes. So anyway, hey, there's already a George here. Pretty funny though, honestly, they did that. I still want to name my kid Vin Diesel. And anyway, it's just really cool that he's going to be playing with him, and I thought about that, and that's wild. And then I saw that the Lakers drafted him. It was like the 55th pick or whatever. And then I saw Lakers drafted him, and then I looked over Calvin, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you should come with me on stage sometimes." And he says, "Oh yeah, but I will not do that. It's too loud." And I was like, "All right, okay. I guess I ain't goated." But we have years to work on it. But also, he can do whatever he wants. So, it is what it is. I want it is weird though when like people want them to be when they want their kids to do a certain thing, like I don't care about I want my I don't not care about it. I want my kids to be happy, period. Like if he was happy working as there's a line. Look, like as a cashier for CVS. Then if honestly he's truly happy and that's what they want to do, then okay. But if that's truly what you want to do in life, I suppose it is kind of worth examining, like why. But if they're happy, they're happy. Now look, if he wants to be if it's like nobody says, hey, dude, you know what I want to be when I grow up? Crack whore. But like. So if there is that thing where it's like, dude, I just want to be a crack whore. Like if somebody is like, you know what, this is actually the life for me, sucking and injecting, then that's a problem. Okay, you probably got deep-seated issues, but I just want them to be happy. I don't understand the, my son will be a lawyer. My son will be a doctor. My son will carry on this, legacy. Legacy's nothing, dude. When you die, you die. Legacy ain't shit. He said it. My Australian tour is coming up. Last chance to get Australian tickets. Perth, Australia, Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, Australia, and Auckland, New Zealand coming up. ChrisLea.com. San Diego, I'll be in San Diego July 26th to the 27th. Memphis, Tennessee, Dallas. I got dates coming up in Wichita, Kansas, Oxnard, California, McAllen, Texas, Beaumont, Texas, Peterborough, Ontario, London, Ontario, Duluth, Minnesota for some reason at the Symphony Hall for some reason, Thunder Bay, Ontario for some reason at the Thunder Bay Community Auditorium, not a creative title for some reason, Lexington, Kentucky at the Lexington Opera House, not a creative title for some reason, Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center, Savius, Mobile, Alabama at the Sagner Center, there we go, at least there's a different one, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I guess that's what that is, the district. I'll say, turn into Foghorn Leghorn. What's that? San Diego? Oh, Foghorn Leghorn? You did? I thought San Diego. SD, San Diego. Everything was happening in my mind right there. Nothing I said was out loud, and then I said everything out loud, and it was fucking ruined everything. So anyway, that's all good. I actually am having I got a haircut, and dude, I go, you ever catch yourself being you so much? You ever catch yourself being you to the nth degree, and then you go, I fucking suck. I got a haircut, and you know what I did? So here's what I got this new thing that I do, dude. When I get a haircut, guess what I do? Oh, first of all, I don't love getting my haircut, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I don't hate it, all right? I don't like having to go do something, all right? But whatever. I went to go get a haircut. I don't like when I get it cut too short. Now, Chris, how do you How do you thwart that, right? If you have someone you like, I get it. They've been with you for a while. But if you have someone that you're going to, you don't really care where you get your haircut, you have to be specific, and they don't know. You take an inch off, they end up taking an inch and a half off. That's too much. You look bad. For 2 weeks, and you get your hair, your hair hasn't grown in yet the way you want it to be. So you got that bad level of hair, right? Which is the freshly just cut level. And you look like, someone who just, like a just purchased chia pet, And so I do this thing where I said it to my hair cutter last time, who's awesome. She's awesome. And I said, you know what, dude? I started doing this months ago. I said, don't cut off too much. I'll come in more often, dude. He figured it out. I'll come in more often and just trim less. He figured it out. Dude, I'll just hey, if it gets too long, it won't, because I'm just gonna come in more often. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come in for a fucking shape up, bonk my head on the back wall. But if you go and leave it too long, you're gonna start looking like an asshole, and then guess what you get? You get the pictures from a long time ago where you go, why was my hair like that? Fuck, man. So now I go more often. Got my hair cut the other day, and the day I got it cut, it was absolutely fucking handsome. So I figured it out, dude. And I'm only 44, so I figured it out young. And so now I get home, all right? And I'm looking in the mirror, and I have to be honest with you guys. And I know you guys probably don't think this is true. And you probably, this is probably something that if you are someone that's listened to this podcast or a fan of Chris D'Elia, or even it doesn't matter how big of a fan you are of mine or little of a fan you are. If you know who I am, I bet most people would say, oh, he probably looks in the mirror all the time. And I would say I probably look in the mirror on, like, take a sliding scale. God, this podcast is so good. Out of 100% of people, like if the guy looking in the mirror all the time, the guy who looks in the mirror the most at more at anybody. This podcast is good. Guy who looks at podcasts all the time, he's 100%. Okay, guy who has barely ever seen himself in the mirror, he's at 2%. I would say I look in the mirror probably. It used to be, I would say 23% of humanity. That's how much I look in the mirror. 23% of men in humanity. Okay, let's take it to gender, because women look more. They got to do their makeup and all that shit. And so I don't really look in the mirror all that much. But dude, this I kept on catching. You know what, dude? I'll be God darn it. I kept on catching myself in the mirror. Why? Because the cut was fantastic. Why? Because the cut made so much sense. Why? Because it was shaped nicely. Why? Because it was like he had this chia pet for a week and a half. Why? Dude, you just looked at my head and you went, oh. Like the end of a movie. It was just nice. All right? So I'm walking around with this cut, with this confidence, and I'm like, man, I'm really killing it with this haircut. And dude, it's only 2 days later, by the way, so take a gander at it. This is what it is. So I go and I sit down. Now, this isn't the most me I've ever been, but this is. I sit down. This is the part of the story I'm getting to. God, I love this fucking podcast sometimes. I sit down. My wife is watching TV, and I say, you know what? I think this is the best haircut I've ever gotten in my life. And she bursts out laughing. And I knew in that fucking moment, damn it, I'm being too me. And she's right to laugh. But I still stand by what I said. I still think that, though, babe. I said, what? And she was like, come on, man. And I was like, I know. But dude, you can't. But what do you think, though? You think it might be? And she said, I mean, it's definitely a really great haircut. I said, it's up there, huh? So me, dude. But my wife, I got her back in my head. Never said anything out loud about it, but I got her back in my head. Dude, the war games in our mind, the mental war games we play with ourselves. Wow. We were talking about a friend. We had 5 people around our table. We were talking about a friend that has a problem with substances. My wife didn't know about it, you know, and one of my other friends brought it up. He said, you know, he's been really bad lately, you know, like with the substances. And I don't even think my friend was done saying the sentence. And my wife said, oh, we should have an intervention. And I burst out laughing, and I couldn't help myself because, my wife. So guess what, dude? Got her back in my head. Dude. Mental warfare, dude. It's a real problem, honestly. That these videos that I do, these tapes. I'm fucking 90 years old. These YouTube videos are documented forever. Like the mind of a nobody should know someone's mind. Everyone's got a podcast, right? Dude, somebody wrote me the other day, man. Two kids. You got 2 kids now. Wow, unbelievable. You gotta come do my podcast. And I look and I go and in my head I think, who's this? Because dude, if you're looking at someone's face and thinking, dude, people talk to you like they know you. Hey, and I don't mean it like in the Latina. He's talking to me like he knows me. Like I mean the old Pablo Francisco bit. Fuck, that shit killed me. But like when he's talking to me like he knows me. But that's a thing. Like I don't. And it happens to famous people a lot. Like, like I had a guy come up to me the other day and he just goes like this, dude. Can I? And I said, can you what? You haven't said anything yet. And he was like, I said, do you want a picture? And he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, let's do this. But like, I get it's kind of sometimes weird to see the person out. But like, often, especially in LA, people who are in things and recognizable are having a conversation with somebody and they're thinking, my God, I don't know if I know this person or if they're a fan. I have no idea. So if you're somebody who isn't always just, I guess what I'm saying is, and I'm not talking about celebrities, regular, just keep introducing yourself until someone says, I know who you are. Because, bro, this person was talking to me like she knows me. And she said, you got to come do my podcast. And I look at her page and I say, who? I guess I know her? I don't know. Remind me. Hey, who? I just don't know what goes on in people's heads, but I barely know what goes on in my head, so. Everyone has a fucking podcast. It's got to stop. It makes me want to end mine. Oh, okay. You're going to have a podcast? All right, I'm done. That's how it was when Vine popped off. I was like one of the first people with 1 million followers on Vine. And then they started doing like, yeah, but when your butt's too big and your girl walks by, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. No more Vine. No more gang. You know that one? Gang. Now it's in every TikTok video. Gang. Every time someone turns their head, gang. Telemundo. Telemundo is such bad television, you know? It's so bad. Nobody makes worse TV than Telemundo. No, I take that back. American television. At least Telemundo doesn't give a fuck. You know, they'll put a dude with a fake mustache as a lead to a serious drama. You know? That's like something Telemundo will straight up do unabashedly. And just be like, who cares? But American TV, they think they're all good and shit. And it's still just like The Mentalist. They think it's all good and shit, and it's still just the Equalizer with the fucking 50-year-old librarian doing this shit. What's her name? Queen Latifah? Queef Latina. And, wow, isn't that weird? I never thought about that till right now. Queen Latifah is almost Queef Latina. Wow, dude. Queen Latifah almost is the same thing as saying Mexican pussy fart, dude. Unbelievable. No, he says, okay? Oh, he says, wow. Can't have that be the title of the show. That's too bad. But would get 4 views. Would thwart us. But anyway, what was I even talking about, honestly? Before the Queen Latifah stuff. And oh yeah, Telemundo, dude. I love it. You can watch it. It doesn't even matter what they say. I don't know. It doesn't Spanish. I don't care. I'll still watch it because someone will get shot in a fucking show on at 8 p.m. Someone will get shot with a sawed-off shotgun in the chest from 1 foot away, and the other person will die like this. Aye! Dude. Telemundo, you rock. And that is just, honestly, sensational. It's so good, dude. To get shot and not double over, to get shot and go, aye! And fall back, dude. Sensational. Just absolutely. Sensational. And just so much, like, I love it. So it is what it is. I'm going to check text because I want to. Shoulder hurts. Yeah. I think we're fucked as a country, but it's okay. Sometimes I just literally think like, hey, maybe I'll just grow my own vegetables and I'll like move to super, super north, like Idaho. And then I'll like be like, but that's such something a chick would think, you know? Chicks have so many ideas. You just gotta, if you have a wife or a girlfriend, a very serious, you know, girlfriend or wife, and they hit you with ideas, because they will just hit you with ideas, dude. Out of the blue, they'll just be like, let's fix up an old car. Out of the blue, they'll just be like, we should be self-sustainable. Out of the blue, they'll just be like, we need new Tupperware, it's better for the environment. Or out of the blue, they'll just say some shit like that. Just don't kick back. Because as a man, you got your instinct is just be like, oh, here we go again, dude. All right, we got to move all the shit around. Hey, dude, how many of those ideas come to fruition? What percent? Dude, just kick back, relax, and go, yeah, we should. It'll never happen. Because chicks get ideas. That's why, dude. Because that's as far as it goes. Most of the time, chicks just get ideas. You don't need to thwart their shit because chicks just get ideas. I was watching that new roommate show, World's Worst Roommate. You know, I go back and forth on the like victim. It's like we live in such a everyone's a victim society, and nobody, like, it'll be like, you know, people will get like, it's like, oh, I was in the mouth of a bear for fucking 20 minutes and that bear chomped me. And everyone's like, oh, you should be able to do what you want. And it's like, dude, it's a bear, you know? How come I can't just hang out with a serial killer in an 8x8 room for a month and a half without him slicing and dicing me? Oh, dude, hey, don't go in there, you know? Hey, get out of that bear's mouth, right? Get out of the bear's mouth, dude. Sometimes I'm just like, so I'm watching this World's Worst Roommate, and this woman is saying how she had a roommate, and the roommate, it's the first episode, the roommate tried to basically kill her slowly. Sometimes you gotta kill her slowly. And she tried to kill her slowly. And she had like a back issues and stuff. And then she was like she tried to give her MRSA in her cut to infect her cut. Then she tried to get on the black market, tried to get her Versa, which I didn't even know there was a Versa. Versa's worse than MRSA. It's like MRSA's bad to get because it makes you septic, but Versa's worse because it's not. Antibiotics are just like, we can't do anything with this. And then she was getting insulin on the black market and kept sticking it to her, and she had to go to the hospital and be like, your insulin levels are so bad. It's a 13. I've never seen anything like this before. And they're like, I'm not diabetic, and she had to keep going back, and it's like, okay. I guess in hindsight, it's 2020. It's like, it's a roommate. It's a roommate, okay? And like, you don't want to be like, all right, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have known. Yeah, of course you never think you're a roommate. But the roommate tried to get custody of the woman's son because she thought she was better. It's just like all crazy. And it's like, okay, I get that over time, emotional abuse can be a thing. And it's like, dude, the woman... And I was like, well, how long was it? Did this go 2-3 years? I get it. She was roommates with the lady for 25 years. Get out of the bear's mouth. In the bear's mouth, dude. Hey. Dude, hey. Are teeth in front of you? Jump. So yeah, it's not your fault because she was trying to kill you with MRSA and Versa, but also stop going to the place that fucks y'all up. Smell it? It's hot. It's bear's breath. Don't have her dress your wounds anymore. She's spilling Versa in it. It's just like, and she kept going back to the hospital. Dude, she went to the hospital over and over and over and over and over again. What's common denominator? The room. FBI showed up. You know she got Versa off the black market. No, she'd never do that. She'd never try to kill me. She tried to get custody of your son. Now, look, my heart goes out to this lady because, yeah, she was in emotional turmoil, physical and emotional turmoil. Yeah, okay, I get it. But also, when are we getting to the point where you just look at the person and you go, well, hindsight is 2020, but get out of the bear's mouth, dude. Yeah. Should you be able to walk alone in an alley at night? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Don't. You know, it's so annoying. But, you know, this is, hey, this is the world. We're not morons. And if you are, and look, my heart goes out, you know, because it's like, I don't want you pumped full of MRSA and Versa, but, dude, it's like, come on, yeah? Bad things can still happen even if you're on guard. So be on guard. They made a whole documentary about this woman that's like, I didn't know, 25 years. Poor woman. She's like 50 something at this point. She's still banging too. To be through all that much and to still be banging, congrats. I wanna be. Fuck, I saw the Omen movies, and who was the guy in it? Gregory Peck. The first Omen. Oh no, sorry. The first Omen is the new one. That is the prequel to the Omen. But the first actual movie, The Omen, was the one that came out with Gregory Peck in 1971? 76? 76? He got it. He got it in the fucking ninth inning. He got it. And 1976. And it was good. And Gregory Peck is in it, and he's 59 in it. And he had has a baby in it, which is hilarious because it's like they didn't address that. It's just a 59-year-old just having a baby, and they're just like, Hollywood is just so funny back then. The man will just come in and just be like, "Did you have the baby, bitch? I was outside," and she's just like, "Yes, darling." Nice, bitch. Smoking in the fucking baby's face. Stupid asshole. I'm going to love this boy. I'm going to love the shit out of this boy. And my second and third born, I'm not even going to know him practically. Hey, how's your twat, bitch? Anyway. Eat it. What am I, gay? And so they made this movie, and I'm looking at Gregory Peck, and he's 59, and I'm like, that motherfucker is handsome. And I'm like, I think that's awesome to be that handsome when you're that old as a man. And then I'm like, I looked at pictures when he was younger, and then I was like, yeah, he was still handsome when he was younger, but he really fell into his looks, when he was 59 in that Omen movie. And Kristen's sitting down. She sat down next to me. She doesn't ever really watch movies because she's a millennial. She'll just like sit down and then get up and then move a vase and look at it for 20 seconds and then come and sit back down. And I'm just like, who does that in the middle of watching a fucking movie? She calls it toodling. And or she's on like Offer Up, buying a $5, vintage candle putter outer, whatever the fucking those things. That invention was the stupidest fucking thing. Blow it out, and just this thing with the bitch ass dangling. Let me get it. I got it. I got one of these things for it. Here. There we go. Got it. I'm a bitch, okay. And so, you got to have PJs. You got to have a set of PJs on if you're going to be doing that, right? You can't just be fucking in a white shirt and boxers. You're a real asshole. You got to have the hat with the flap over it. I got the thing for it. Could have used that breath to fucking with the flap to, but whatever. Blow out the flame. Anyway, I digress. And I thought, and she's sitting down next to me and she says, he's handsome. And I was like, confirmed, baby. I give it up when a dude's handsome, man. I really give it up. And, it's a preference thing. But so don't call me a hater if I say someone's not handsome, because I will then turn around and be like, well, Gregory Peck when he was 59 was absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, I am watching this movie, and I'm like, I want to be like that. And then I go like this. When was I most handsome? You ever think about that? When were you the most handsome? And for a lot of people, it's probably when you were, I don't know, as a dude. I wonder what it is. I think like it should be like 30 to 35 or 40 or 45. Doesn't matter. Dudes really got it easy, huh? But then your face starts drooping, you know. Like if I look at myself now, I go like, okay, I still look good for me, you know, for my shit, you know. I'm not saying like, hey, I'm a great looking guy, but for me and my body, I'm still. Hey, dude, I walk with this haircut. Hey, dude, I walk by the mirror. I go, still got it, right? And when does that go? Because you know, if I look at. Yeah, I mean, dude, you know, my parents, my dad, I talk about men, right? My dad is a handsome old guy, but he's 76, so he's not obviously more handsome than he was when he was 50, right? So it's like, Jesus. I think my skin's just going to start fucking sagging like that dog, that cartoon dog. Oh, well, that one. But I want my hair to get gray. I think when my hair gets gray, it's over. When my hair gets gray, it's over, bro. I'm gonna shut it down. Wow, White Chicks came out 20 years ago. Wow. I'd never seen this movie.
From the director of Scary Movie.
Bro. I've never seen this movie. Oh, man, this was a staple, huh? Oh, dude. Black people love this movie. Look at this. Person put, still my favorite movie of all time, someone said. Wow. Wow. I should make a movie called Asian Men. Just fucking, dude, why don't I do that? Why don't I make a movie called Asian Men and just fucking, it's so zany, you know, and I'm gonna, meat suck, S-U-K. Here he is Chris is down and out and he had to move to Japan. Meat suck. And he just, to get a job. Just not even speaking real Japanese. I rubber you. Just tape my eyes back. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Just fucking always carrying chopsticks, just making it the most racist thing, but also fucking killing it with humor. And just getting right-wingers out to the fucking theater. Dude, hell yeah. Two right wings swinging in a circle, dude. Just fucking Asian Men. I'm going to make a movie called Asian Men. Me and, who's another, like, guy that would be good in it? Oh, dude. Who's the guy? Zachary Quinto. And dude, me and Zachary Quinto in Asian Men? Are you fucking kidding me? And dude, and it's set in Japan? Yeah. No, or China, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. Fucking, it's not about that. It's about mostly just being funny. And we had to get jobs and stuff. I gotta watch White Chicks to do my research. But anyway, Zachary Quinto, hit me up, dude. I got a script for you. That's a movie that would have been made also in fucking 1982. Remember Soul Man, dude? Hey, how come people aren't getting canceled for that? You know? All right, that's it. Thank you very much. Go get my dates, chrisleah.com. Go get merch, chrisleah.com. We love you out there. And that's it. That's the episode for YouTube. If you want to watch the rest of it, watch the Patreon, patreon.com/chrisleah. You get every episode. Patreon.com/chrisleah. It's $6. You get all the backlogged extra episodes that you can't get access to unless you have the Patreon. So there you go. Thank you very much.